Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Hit that little bell and you'll get notifications every time that I post a video. As you all heard from me last, I came down with a horrible cold. I mean, a really bad one. I stayed in the bed to get as much rest as I could. I've gone through 2 boxes of 160 count tissues and 2 bottles of cold medicine, along with a lot of mucus relief. And I do have to go to work today. I asked my manager, I said, I've been really sick. And she goes, well, do you have that virus from China? And I go, no, I don't think so. But the fact that she even asked that, makes me think, well, I don't know. But I said, I've been really sick. She goes, I said, well, what is the sick leave policy? She says, she'll tell me when I come in or something. And I'm going, okay. And then she mentioned, termination because our new employer has a stricter policy for sick leave. And I'm going, but I'm sick. And I haven't called in sick, I don't think, in over a year. So I'm just very confused and I'm very sick. Oh, that's all I can say. I'm in a bad mood because I'm sick. I don't like to be around people when I don't feel good. So pray for me because I'm gonna need it. But I wanted to show you this. I just got this certificate from TubeBuddy for having uploaded 1,150 videos. Now keep in mind, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I didn't even know you could get paid until last year, and I found out that Google AdSense was trying to send me money, but I had thrown away that little thing they send you with the 4-digit code that you've got to put into their website to make sure that you are really where you say you live. So I got that straight. But my house is like a minefield. I've actually fell 3 times because I can't pick up anything off the floor because it hurts, So I'm like really depressed. I'm depressed because I'm sick. That's why I really don't want to be around people, because I always want to be in a good mood. I always want to be jovial. So, I mean, I've been really, really bad off. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to be around anybody, but I even had to buy 2 new work shirts. And then as I was putting on my moisturizer, it fell right on my brand new shirt. Now I had to go shout it out and wash that. I have been keeping up my dishes and the trash. I think that, as my daughter says, is the utmost importance. It's funny how my grown daughter is now treating me like a child. I think that's what happens when you get old. But in the last 2 months, strange things has been happening to me. I am not on point. I'm not as sharp as I usually am. I mean, I've noticed a difference in myself. And one of the biggest things is, if I need something, I'll order it. And I end up getting 2 of them because I'm just not as detailed as I used to be. And I'm wondering, is this like Alzheimer's or something? I have never, ever done that before. And it's happened 3 times. So I have to watch this really carefully. Yeah, it could become a problem. So I have to keep returning these, couple of things. I wanted a deep fryer. I've been craving fried pickles for the Super Bowl. I do have all for the Super Bowl, which is really amazing. So, Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday, and my ex-husband's birthday is coming up, and I think he'll be 68 years old. And like I said, I've been very worried about him. Now, here's what I've had to deal with since I've been sick. My granddaughter, I don't know if you all saw the video where I tried to check myself into the hospital, and the waiting time was 200 times longer than they told me. So I got mad and went to another doctor. But that same day, I was helping my granddaughter's boyfriend get him released from the hospital. She'd just been released the day before. So and he drove us back, and I remember in that video, I told him, I said, "You're not a very good driver." He actually really scared me. He was going way too fast and running up on people, and that scares me because I do have PTSD, especially it comes out when I'm crossing a road because I got run over by a car, and then it comes out when I'm in a car with somebody that doesn't drive the way I would. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad driver. I just felt really scared with him. He's always been a gentleman with me, but he was driving my granddaughter's car in this location where I have told her not to drive. It's one of those roundabouts, right? I told her, I said, ignore that roundabout, come in the back way. She knows this because I had an accident 4 years ago, and I wasn't at fault, but I did do a statement in writing, and I realized the parking lot police has no clout in that she didn't put anything in writing. That's when I knew that I had made my mistake. You don't make a written statement, because once you get home, you might realize you weren't at fault and you shouldn't have made any statements at all. So I've told my granddaughter, don't talk at the scene. Don't say anything that could implicate you. Just keep your mouth shut. Hold on. So her car may be totaled. Now she's not gonna have no way to get to work. I mean, my grandson, I think, is like totaled 3 cars, maybe 2 or 3, doesn't matter. Now, I can't be hard on him because I totaled a car when I was 18. Turned it upside down, a 66 convertible Mustang, 289. Turned it upside down and lived, crawled out without a scratch. Of course, I was working for the Fairfax County Police Department at the time. They all came to the hospital to see me, but I mean, I didn't have any injuries, but I've been in many other accidents where I did. So, sorry for this. I need to take some cough syrup. Yeah, I'm noticing differences in my personality and in the way I do things. And I just feel so overwhelmed. I'm getting ready to have an operation. I did find out. I did pinpoint a better time. It can't happen until after my 65th birthday, which is coming up, because of the Medicare supplement won't kick in until the day I turn 65, which is not too far off. So that means I've got to go another whole month on this bad hip at work. And this is the other thing. Every January, almost my whole life, especially when I was married, I got the seasonal affective disorder because I don't get any sun and I need that sunlight. Being in a sunny atmosphere or weather makes me happy. That's this time of year, I'm always in the DR. I've always gone to the DR. I've gone there probably 10 or 11 times, and I love that sun. It makes me happy. I come back to the States full of just energy and joy, and then I just slowly that deteriorates because I just need that sun, and plus I have less aches and pains when it's warm. So I I'm realizing now that I've got to move down south or to the Caribbean at least 6 months of the year, but whatever. Yeah, because the pain level during the winter is almost intolerable. I mean, really. So, I like this nail polish color, don't you? I think it looks kind of cool. Of course, I can't grow nails either. But, yeah, it's so sad in the dead of winter, you know. I haven't even seen snow. It would be different if it was snowing, because I love to watch the snow. All I dream about is sitting on a porch and watching it rain. Because I know every time I go to the DR, it rains, you know, almost every other day for just like 20 minutes. And it is a calming, relaxing rain. I remember when I was 15, laying in my bed. My bed was right next to a window. And I would watch it rain. And to me, that is the most peaceful thing that you can listen to is rain. I have been so depressed. This is the first winter I haven't fed my birds. I haven't even seen them. I think they left town. I don't know, but they used to sit out on the fence and cuss at me because they were telling me, hey, I'm hungry. It hasn't even been near freezing, you know, because when the ground gets frozen, that's when you should also feed the birds. But it hasn't only, I think, been frozen maybe twice all winter. Yeah, also, I don't have a Valentine's date, you know. I would just love to find a guy that has a car that runs, has good tires, and who's not snorting anything. Oh my God. Who's not a narcissist, who it's not all about him. I guess I'm going to cry. I'm just a little lonely, you know. I'm just lonely. I tell you what. One time, a very close person to me, he had just gotten a divorce, and he said, it gets lonely. And I didn't understand what he's talking about. Well, I do now. Because even if you and your significant other are arguing, you know, at least you're arguing. At least you have someone to argue with, right? But, yeah, I just miss that. I try to talk to at least one member of my family at least once a week. My daughter's not doing well. She's getting ready to leave Key West and go into Georgia to stay with her a girlfriend. And my son actually got a promotion in Satellite Beach. And I'm proud of him. He's with his girlfriend there. And I think my grandson's working for his grandfather, which is my ex, on a tree cruise. I think he's going to turn 18 on May 5th. I've asked off May 5th. Gotta make sure it's still there. Because my daddy and my grandson and my son all are born on May 5th, which is Cinco de Mayo. I think that's just pretty cool. Now, my granddaughter's birthday's coming up too. But she already got her present. I always give her a present a month early. But everybody pray for me. Hope that I get better and I get out of this funk. Don't like this funk. It's awful. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.